Well, brand new footage from the Trump rally in Butler has hit the internet in the last 20 hours. And it does raise a lot of questions. It's being reported by those who are seeing it. We're going to take a look at it for ourselves. That the individual who is there to counter somebody, right? The counter team looked down their scope, identified Thomas Matthew Loser, waited for him to fire, and then fired back. That's the way that this is being framed. I'm going to let everyone make their own mind up on that because we're going to take a look at the footage. But let's start with some of the new information. Obviously, I'm staying on this story because a lot of the mainstream media is trying to forget about it, try to bury it, try to memory hole it. If you haven't yet, I'm aiming for 10,000 followers today on my Tailgates for Trump. I know you've heard me mention it. Tailgates #4 Trump on X and Truth Social. Please take a moment to follow it today. Please take a moment to go to the website, Tailgates #4 Trump or Tailgates FOR Trump, and join the movement. Have a party. Register voters. We've got new party recipes up. We're just uploading new resources. We've got stickers for you to support the website. Buy a sticker, stick it around somewhere to get some real grassroots movements. I know the stickers aren't cheap, but they're meant to support us, not to be cheap. So, but you can go there. You can get stickers, stick them around your favorite spots so that you can convince people to throw a party for Trump too. And to register voters, all this kind of stuff. So Tailgates #4 Trump, let's hit 10,000 today. And also make sure you sign up on the website. All free, by the way. Okay, all free. I don't want any money from you unless you want to buy stickers. FBI shares new information and detailed investigation of the incident with Donald Trump. The FBI revealed new details because that's, after they've vetted them, I suppose. For the investigation into what happened to Donald Trump in a Wednesday call with the media, including that he engaged in a, quote, detailed attack plan well in advance of the rally. But more than 6 weeks after the incident, investigators still haven't uncovered a motive. What a coincidence. But somehow they know he acted alone. Somehow they know they acted alone, but they don't know his motive. Somehow his parents have retained criminal defense lawyers or defense lawyers, but they don't know either. The FBI has done an extensive analysis of the 20-year-old's online search history and activity, according to Kevin Rojek, special agent in charge of the FBI Pittsburgh office, who also spoke on the call, that has provided, quote, valuable insight into his mindset, but not a definitive motive. Really? I'll tell you what it was. He hates Donald Trump. Many people believe that he was allowed to do this and that he was doing only what he was told. I can't prove that. I'm not saying that that's a fact. I don't know that, but that's what a lot of people believe. Investigators found a search from his account in late September 2023 about his campaign schedule and upcoming Pennsylvania appearances, but Trump doesn't appear to have been the only potential target. He said that he also did a single search on Joe Biden, including events looking at the RNC. But he did one search on Biden, and then why didn't he go see Biden? He's just sitting on the beach all the time. Should be easy to just hop on a boat and go handle it. I mean, obviously that's not what you get what I'm saying. I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying Joe Biden's out there, right? Joe Biden's out there. Some reason he was at the Trump rally. Debt cord and blasting cap. So he did have searches about that. Crook's search history suggests he may have been considering this type of attack for many years. Rojek said as early as September 2019 and continuing in December of 2024, he conducted multiple searches about how to make devices that go boom, blasting caps, and how to make devices from fertilizer. How do you do remote detonators? All this stuff, by the way, I'm surprised didn't red flag. With the FBI and the Secret Service and the CIA literally embedded at companies like Google and Facebook, I'm surprised. I suppose I'm not surprised. Just how this didn't set off any red flags. Interesting. FBI Director Christopher Wray also testified a few weeks ago after the incident that the devices had receivers to be remote detonated, and law enforcement found a transmitter on the roof with Crooks. However, he also said investigators didn't believe the detonation would have worked because the receivers were switched off. Well, thank God he forgot to turn them on. Then they're also trying to pass this bologna sausage. No definitive ideology, except for all the posts on Gab where he was anti-Trump, pro-immigration, and pro-leftist ideology, except for all his reply guy posts of Paul Joseph Watson and other Republican figureheads. But they just can't figure it out. Federal investigators have been working to learn Crooks, who he was and why he tried to go after Trump. But apparently, they just can't figure out his political ideology. He also had testimony that he gave before July 30th when he said investigators had found the first real indication of crazy views through social media account. We're working to verify whether or not it did belong to Crooks or not. Abate or Abate mentioned that more than 700 comments between 2019 and 2020 included anti-Semitic and anti-immigration messages. I don't believe that for a second. If they were anti-Semitic, I'm willing to bet that he was a far leftist Free Palestine guy. That's what my guess is. I know for a fact he wasn't anti-immigration because he was defending it on his Gab account, which we all saw. Now, if you have all these comments that he apparently had some sort of issue with Jewish people, then share them, put them out there on the internet. The comments I've seen was that he did not have any issue with immigration. In fact, he defended it. Family's been extremely cooperative. Yeah, I bet. I'd probably be really cooperative if I took the time to clean the house and throw out the garbage and apparently get rid of the silverware, allegedly, too. Now they've got access, encrypted email accounts accessed. Trump briefed on investigation. Well, there goes this is one thing I've been telling people forever, like Bitcoin people. I know Bitcoin people know now, okay? But for a while, there was this huge narrative about, oh, Bitcoin, that's safe from the government. No, it's not. Encrypted emails, encrypted messages, nope, those aren't safe from the government either. It's all a facade, okay? It's a facade. Here you see right here, they access their encrypted email accounts, but the level of encryption wasn't more sophisticated than any standard widely used email service that's internet-based. What did he have, a Proton Mail account or something like that? He said the FBI successfully accessed those accounts and analyzed the contents, although it's continuing to identify and exploit Crooks' accounts more broadly. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 months. 2 months. What is taking so long? You know what I mean? Like, it's been 2 months. Why is it taking so long? So they didn't release diddly squat, okay? Now a brand new video came out, okay? This is from new footage from the incident in Pennsylvania has been released. In this new release footage of the rally, you can see clearly the counter individual, the counter sniper on the roof, looked at Thomas Matthew Crooks, then took his eye off the scope. Then he waited for Crooks to fire and then fired back. The video proves that this was a planned attempt and law enforcement let it happen. Well, I will say this right now. It does not prove that. We don't know if he looked through the scope and saw him. We can't tell what he was looking at through the scope. Maybe he lost sight of him. Maybe he was thinking he was seeing a mirage. We don't know. It doesn't prove it. It is, of course, my opinion that in the great conversation between LIHOP or MIHOP, which is let it happen versus made it happen, I believe that there are a lot of people that believe, myself included, that they let this happen. It is my opinion that the entire thing was let happen. That's just, that's the truth. That's just my opinion. I can't prove, that one way or another. Maybe we'll never know. We might never know whether that actually happened or not. But for right now, I don't know. Here's the footage. Now, you can see...
Greetings, Patriots.
Okay.
The following video is unreleased footage of the assassination attempt on President Trump. The mainstream media wants us to forget about the events that transpired on July 13th.
I'm going to turn off this here. I do believe that the mainstream media does want people to forget. I 100% believe it, but I hope that you're out there and you appreciate that I try to be unbiased, honest, you know. I'm not buying into every single various theory out there, you know. So let's see.
Mainstream media has.
Okay, so this is it. Okay, here's this chart, right? The chart's up.
Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then
I'm waiting for him to fix on. Oh, here. Okay. Here you have. Here's the Secret Service sniper looking through his scope in the direction of crooks. There, he just does. He does just look. Okay, very clearly he did just look down his scope right there. I was like, at first it doesn't look like he's looking down. He sees him.
Look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Now maybe, you know, obviously everyone ducks down after that. What was he, look, this video, again, I will continue to report on this. I promise you that. I've made that promise to you. I believe that this was let happen. But we have to look at all pieces of evidence with, you know, a proper amount of... We have to look at how the media will try to debunk this. It is very obvious, right? You can see where he's standing. He's looking at something with his regular eyes here. He probably saw the movement there. Now he's probably trying to locate him in his scope, right? He's still looking. At no point does he not. He's still looking down his scope. So that, I will say that at no point, we can't see, but he does not look away from the scope. He's looking down the scope right there. Maybe he's trying to wait to get a shot. Maybe he was trying to wait to, or maybe he was letting it happen. I don't know. But all I do know is that I will continue to report on this as long as you all continue to share the videos and share your opinions in the comments. Please, today, take a moment. If you use X, it's a call to action, not just to view my videos, but a call to action. Follow Tailgates for Trump, Tailgates #4 Trump on X, and get on that tailgatesfortrump.com. Join the movement. Trump needs all of our support. This isn't a, I'm not trying to, this, I'm not making any money off this. My staff is donating their time to do this. This isn't about making money. This is about saving the country, and I can't do it without your help. Enter your real email address here, hit join the movement, then go to your email address, check the spam folder and all that kind of stuff, and make sure that you confirm the email, because you won't join the list until you confirm it. Again, it's free. I'm not trying to sell you anything. You can support me by buying stickers if you want, but you don't have to. And let's make sure that Trump gets in the White House.